So, let's see. We have a light novel adaptation about people who may or may not be stuck in a video game. Let's make an anime with watercolors. 'Alright, so we have here Legend of Grimgar. Ah, man. There are two anime I had going into this season that I was legitimately hyped for. And that was Ajin and Grimgar. Now, I did a whole video on Ajin. You can check that one out. Then we have Grimgar. Grimgar, man. Grimgar, man. This show is a weird one. It starts off with some action. I honestly don't know what the premise is of the show. It seems like people trapped in a video game, but at the same time, it might not be, because everything seems pretty real and pretty visceral. You know, I mean, in like, you know, Sword Art Online, things did seem kind of real, because if you died for real. But in this one, it just seems more real. It seems more like people are just somewhere killing freaking goblins and stuff. And I mean, again, that's relatively interesting. You know, I mean, the show kind of starts off with them fighting goblins, and they're just getting their asses handed to them. They're just losing. You know, I mean, to the goblins. They literally start at the bottom. You know, they're losing to the weakest creatures, and I'm guessing the game. Because there's no energy bars, there's none of that stuff you would see from like an RPG game or an anime about people trapped in a game. It just seems like real life, you know. Everything seems to be gritty and violent. There's one scene, the show has weird tones to it, at least in the first two episodes. Because it goes from like a, you know, violent fight scene to like people like, you know, freaking dot hack style, let's stand around and talk for 10 minutes, to like a weird monologue of them doing random stuff in town, and then goes back to violent stabby time. And it's kind of like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening here. And you know, I do like the way that they do have some RPG mechanics. It looks like they took some things from Log Horizon, like dude is he's got to level up to get his first vice, which I'm guessing is like an ability, you know, of sorts. And, you know, they all have to go their separate ways and become a different class and come back and make a party. And, I mean, I like that. They took some things from Log Horizon. Good for you. But everything else makes no sense. So far, it's only 2 episodes in. But the art style is another thing that I'm not digging this art. Like, the character models, don't get me wrong, the characters themselves look pretty good. The action is well animated. But why did you put it on watercolor backgrounds? Like, don't get me wrong, the backgrounds look awesome. The backgrounds look well painted, they look like awesome paintings. But that's what they look like, awesome paintings. They don't look like a background, they don't look like it would be real. It doesn't look like that dude could reach out and touch that tree. It looks like they're fighting on a picture. They're fighting in front of a painting. I mean, there's like one scene that's pretty strange where the archery chick like shoots an arrow and it goes into a tree, but it doesn't seem like that tree should be there. If you understand what I mean. The art style just seems weird to me. And the art style, the background just doesn't go with the characters. They just don't click at all for me. I honestly have no clue what's going on here. This is the first. I did not think this was gonna be the first anime of the season that I was gonna crap on, but this is definitely a drop. Drop, bruh. No, done. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that can really keep me watching this is to see exactly what the hell is going on with these people. I mean, because it starts off with them in normal clothes, and they know about things like cell phones and games, but then they know the words, but they don't know what the words mean. Like, one dude literally says, "I forgot my cell phone," and then in almost the same breath he says, "What is a cell phone?" No clue what's happening. So that's about it for this one. I'm dropping this show. I might pick it up after it's over so I can see what's going on. But yeah, there's better stuff in there. If you like the show, go for it. I'm just not digging it. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real.